I keep getting more and more people coming at me. Jaden, we need your power rankings. You guys' power rankings makes our Monday
so good.
It makes our Monday night. We grab some popcorn and we watch your guys' power rankings. You know what? We decided to do it again. We decided to do it again. You know, it's becoming a weekly thing. Every Tuesday, we sit down and we do it. It's fun for us.
It's fun for us, and it's fun for you guys. And we can look back to last week and be like, damn, we really thought.
You know what? That brings up a good point. We should bring up our last week's power rankings and see what it was and how different it's going to be.
Mine.
Did you write it down?
I don't even remember who I had at number 1. I think it was the Lions.
Well, I'll do mine since
I did, but I deleted the list.
Last week, I had Patriots at 5, Broncos at 4, Bills at 3, Seahawks at 2, and Rams at 1. And honestly, it really didn't change that much this week. Like, I had a couple changes, but like, I feel like I was spot on with that. Spot on. I didn't see. I mean, we gotta talk about what happened to
the Bills at 1.
We gotta talk about what happened to the Bills. What happened to the Bills, Andrea?
I don't know.
Is that the upset of the year, or was it? Is there another one that you can think of?
I think it's just like showing right there that the Bills ownership did not do enough to get Josh Allen a wide receiver 1. They have like wide receiver 2, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 2, but they don't have a true one that he can rely on and count on.
I seen that. I guess there was some. Basically, the Bills reached out. I don't know when this happened, but they reached out about Jalen Waddle, about trying to acquire Jalen Waddle, but the Dolphins said no to that. Obviously, Tyreek Hill is probably not going to play another game with the Dolphins, so now Jalen Waddle is going to step in that role. And Jalen Waddle, I mean, he's been pretty good this year. He's been like above average, I'd say. Had a big game against the Bills, but I mean, no one saw this coming. Like, beating the Chiefs and then losing to the Dolphins. It's like that's just kind of how this year's been for the top teams. Yeah. Like, there's not been a dominant team, in my opinion, compared to past years. But I'm gonna give you a spoiler. That game brings the Bills out of the top 5 for me.
Me too.
They were 3. I can't keep them at 3 after losing to the Dolphins, and then I think there's 5 teams better than them right now.
I think so too.
They have question marks on defense, and they're giving up a bunch of points on a bunch of running back points or running back yards, however you say it. And like you said, they don't have a number 1 receiver, and
it just seems like
how long can you go without?
Yeah, it just seems like he can't find a connection. Like, he can find a connection. It's just more so like he needs a reliable one, like a Stephon Diggs, like, you know, a Tyreek Hill, that kind of caliber of a wide receiver. It just seems like, I mean,
it seems like they're trying to build their team around the Chiefs model. Like, in that sense, it's like have a good defense, which they've had a good defense over the past year. It's been a little bit bad this year. We didn't have a number 1. You could say we didn't have a number 1 last year. We went to the Super Bowl and lost, obviously, but we don't have a number 1.
Yeah.
I don't think Xavier Worthy's like. I think of a number 1 as like a JSN, Jamar Chase,
yeah,
Higgins,
exactly, you know? Yeah, Justin Jefferson,
Devontae Adams, Puka, like
right.
They don't have that.
Yeah, so they do not have that.
They have some question marks.
Yes.
So let's get on with our top 5 though. You want to start or you want me to start? I can start. I think you started first last time.
Okay.
So like I said, it didn't change that much. A little bit of movement, a little bit of shuffling.
Same.
But I have the Colts at 5.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like we've had the exact same team at 5 every week.
Yeah.
So they snuck by. This wasn't a
easy.
Oh my God, they dominated the game. And the Falcons, I think you mentioned this before, that like the Falcons are one of those teams where like they're a lot better than what their record shows. And I think you're right. Like, their roster is good.
Right.
They have had a hard schedule so far, but they're like barely losing. Like, they barely lost to the Patriots, barely just lost to the Colts. Like, they're literally one play away from winning these games. And like, Jake London's been great, but Colts. I mean, how do we talk about the Colts without talking about the guy that's in the MVP conversation?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
okay, hold on. This was like a really truly impressive win for me from the Colts, because the Falcons are no team that you want to underestimate, because they can be that type of team where it's like they look fucking terrible, but they are also that sneaky team that can beat you, because they do have a good defense, or a good enough defense to at least try to win games. So they stayed in this game, and their offense did too. So just to have Daniel Jones step up in overtime and just make that kind of throw to his tight end, what is it, Jalen Warren, or what's his name?
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren. To Tyler Warren, and be able to make that grab from Tyler Warren. And, I mean, it was just awesome execution. Those guys stepping up, a young rookie stepping up, and this quarterback who was big question mark at first stepping up. It shows good, a good sign. So I thought it was great from his part.
I'm not gonna say like this is gonna happen, but I think there's two teams in the AFC that could knock off the Chiefs, Bills, and like the top teams in the AFC. Like I think there's two teams that no one wants to see: Colts and Broncos. Two teams with like the Bill or the Colts.
I think people don't like the Broncos more than the Colts, though.
Yeah, they have a running game that's one of the best in the league.
Oh, the best
that you can
probably
trust their defense, especially getting Sauce Gardner. They have a recipe. I mean, I know people don't really are in love with Daniel Jones, but he's number one in passing yards in the NFL.
And you know what?
Let me finish my point. Real quick.
Go ahead.
I think that they may not be the most sexy team, but like in the playoffs, they have a recipe to win, and like they could upset anyone.
Yeah.
Just like the Broncos can. Like I think it's gonna be interesting to see who they match up with in the playoffs in the first round.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be. It doesn't matter who they play. It's gonna be hard for any team to beat them.
I think at first coming in, I was like, man, these Broncos. Now I'm kind of getting like, okay, like. They got a real team here. Now they just gotta hope that JT stays healthy, quarterback stays healthy, just kind of everybody stays healthy, and I mean they'll do some damage right there. Like I wouldn't like to see, Jonathan Taylor out, but I would be curious to know if Jonathan Taylor was out, would they be this good? Just out of curiosity.
Well, no, I mean that's like any team loses their number one player, they're not going to be as good. So. They have a bye week, and they play the Chiefs. So that's going to be a good matchup. Texans, divisional game. Jaguars, divisional game. Seahawks, oof. What a game that'll be. Niners, Jags again, and Texans again. So, like, there's some tests in there, you know.
Yeah, Texans have really good defense, and they've kind of been, getting some wins, sneaky wins there. So that'll be interesting to see how they stop that run and all that. But I will say one thing that I did like from the Colts owner that she said was, because people were criticizing the Sauce Gardner trade and 2 first-round picks, saying it's overpaid, and she said, well, we had a problem at cornerback. Do we want to fix it now or put a Band-Aid over it and fix it in 5 years? You know what I mean? So pretty much she's saying, I'm taking the risk and I'm fixing it now. It sucks because in the now we're losing 2 first-round picks, but it's like, it's going to set us up for the future. Because, I mean, Sauce Gardner is still young. Like,
he's in his prime.
He's not even in his
prime.
I mean, he has the potential to tap into this, like, elite level of cornerback. Like, PS2 type of level.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was nice to hear that. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be great. But this will be interesting.
Looking at their schedule, I predict 2 losses the rest of the year, which would put them at 14-2, and that.
Who do you predict they lose to?
Chiefs and Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't know because
which
the Chiefs. Okay, the only thing that I would say about the Chiefs is the Bills ran over the Chiefs. That's how they won, and the Colts have the best running back arguably right now, so that'll be interesting.
Well, 2 things. You make a good point.
And another thing. Colts average 30 points a game. So that's one thing that is like they run the ball heavily, but they also pass the ball a lot. So it'll just be an interesting game to see.
Yeah, make a good point. I think you're right. The Bills did run all over us, but that was the first team all year to do that to us successfully. Number 2, we're like, with Andy Reid as our head coach, we're literally like undefeated after a bye week. Like we're like 14-1. After a bye week, like we're extremely good after a bye week, and they scored 30 points a game. But would you say that we could put up 30 points a game? Like it's pretty, like we could do it.
No, but they averaged that this year.
That's insane.
Which is insane. Like, and look at all the teams that they've played. So it's.
I could see the Colts being the 1 seed in the AFC.
I'm not saying that you guys are gonna lose. I'm just saying that those are just some things, little things to just kind of think about.
I could see them being the 1 seed.
Yeah. Anyways. Number 4, who'd you have?
You want to go?
Sure. I had at number 4 the Broncos. So I had Broncos, I think, like at 2 last week.
Drop them down 2 spots.
I dropped them down a lot because after they played this Raiders team, I was just kind of very disappointed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? The offense just wasn't able to do nothing. The score ended up being 13-10.
Wasn't it 10-7?
No, that was the last night's game.
Was
it
it?
was just kind of a weird. It was
Down.
a weird win for the Broncos. It's kind of been like a lot of lucky, weird wins for them.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of falling off this Broncos train. Like at first, everybody was like, the Broncos looking good. I was kind of with it. I was like, they are looking good. You know, I'm gonna give praise where praise is due. But now I'm just kind of like, it's not their defense, it's their offense for me.
Yeah.
So
I don't hate that.
yeah,
It was 10-7 though in that game.
yeah. But I mean, I still gotta give it to them. They still gotta be in there because at the end of the day, they're still finding ways to win. And I mean, they got a winning record. So, like,
Yeah.
and I mean, they're winning games. That's really it. I'm very curious to know how this week's gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna be a big Chiefs fan this week.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Never heard you say that. Never heard you say that before.
Yeah, because I really need the Broncos to lose right now. So.
At my number 4, I do not have the Broncos.
Yeah.
I have the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, okay.
A team which probably
Eagles in the 4. You didn't even have them in your top 5 last week.
I know, but I don't think. Obviously, if they were to lose to the Packers, they wouldn't be there. But beating a Packers team who many people thought would be one of the favorites in the NFC and have the best defense in the league, one of the best defenses in the league. I know the Eagles, they didn't win pretty last night. It wasn't a pretty game offensively, and there's question marks there as well. But just like you said with the Broncos, they just find ways to win. That's the same with the Broncos. They find ways to win.
That's true.
You can't fault them for that. Do I think that the offensive play calling is a bit shady and confusing? And why are we not throwing AJ Brown the ball? Like when you have a guy,
what pisses me off.
when you have a guy like AJ, like you should be. I was talking to someone about this today. Like, why are you not game planning the whole offense around him? Like Saquon has not been the same as last year. We know that now. I just don't understand. I think many people think that AJ Brown will not be an Eagle next year.
I don't think he will. And frankly, if I'm AJ Brown, I wouldn't want to be there either because they clearly don't even want to utilize you. So it's like if you're a professional athlete, the whole point of you being a professional athlete is because you love to play. They don't even like give him the ball. Like he can't even play. Like imagine playing on a five team league or a 5-team basketball, or you're playing basketball, right? You're the 5th man. And nobody ever passes you the ball. You get 2 passes, 2 shots, a game. Like, it's so boring. You're like, this is not what I want. This is not my potential. Like, this is not where I need to be. Like, so that's, I don't know. For me, it's just like Jalen Hurts is in a quarterback's, like, situation where it's like any quarterback would kill to be in. And I feel like he still can't perform good. Like, if you I can name you 10 other quarterbacks that I could put in that position that I think would be much better than Jalen Hurts. I just do not think he's him. I think he's a great runner, and I think he has some strengths, but I just don't think that. I mean, I don't know.
Did that win against the Packers not like it didn't? It really did.
It didn't really impress me at all. Honestly.
Really?
How do you not score anything scoreless in the first half? And you have a sexy roster. You have the best O-line in the league. You have great defense. You have, I guess, a great quarterback who just won you a championship, apparently. You have one of the best running backs in the league. You have 3 great receivers. Yeah. You have A.J. fucking Brown. You have Devontae Smith. You have Dallas Goedert. What else do you fucking need? Like, what the fuck? I mean, tell me, like, I don't know. It didn't impress me at all. I'm not impressed at all by the Eagles, honestly.
I think they're going to be the last.
I think they literally, like, barely made it. Barely got the win.
So
honestly.
you disagree with it being number 4. I'm guessing you don't have them in your top 5.
No.
I don't have the Broncos in my top 5. So
I think they would be better at like 7.
Basically, you think the Eagles should be there. Or you think the Broncos should be there. I think the Eagles. So
Yeah.
which Broncos did beat the
No,
Eagles.
I just don't think the Eagles should be in the top 5. I think Eagles would be more like a 7. Yeah.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah.
So our list is a bit different so far. At number 3, I have the New England Patriots.
Me too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the game I was really looking forward to against the Buccaneers, where I was like, okay, this is going to be a test. Buccaneers are clearly a good team. They were playing in Tampa, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think. So
yeah,
I was
they
like,
did.
I want to see how the Patriots play, and they did their job. They looked good.
Yeah, they did their thing.
We'll see how long this lasts. We'll see if this can continue in the playoffs, because we all know the playoffs is a different ball game. But I mean, I think 3 is a good spot. I mean, I don't see any flaws with their game. I mean, they have the number 1 kind of. Stephon Diggs kind of is the number 1. Travion Henderson had a really good game. Had like 140 yards of rushing. Drake May, doing everything he can do. Defense looks good. Like, yeah.
Yeah, kind of the same here as you. I don't think they've had anything that I'm like, oh, they deserve to be 2 or 1 just yet. I think if they beat like another team that's like a team that could potentially make the Super Bowl, or like, a Super Bowl contending type of team, I think that could push them over. But I mean, they're playing great football. They're doing the thing. Drake May's doing his thing. That was another team that I had on my top 5 list last week, the Buccaneers, and they kind of fell off a lot. They've kind of been struggling, so we'll see.
I didn't know they lost to the Raiders this year in week 1.
They did?
They lost to the Raiders 20-13.
Oh, shit.
They're impressive. They had an impressive win against the Bills. So their big wins are probably, I would say, Bills and Buccaneers. They have a pretty easy schedule the rest of the way. They play the Bills again one more time.
Bills, one more time.
Jets, Ravens. The Ravens will be tough, so they'll be tested again for sure.
The Dolphins? Oh.
So, all right, who's your number 2? I think. Wait. I think this is. I say this every time, but it should be obvious. Like 2 and 1, like should be clear. I mean, if you don't. If you disrespect this team again, dude, say the number 2.
Ready?
No.
The Seahawks.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that would have been
Chargers. I think are barely out of that top 5. I think they're in like the 6 to 8 range.
I think they're like 8. Honestly, realistically, I think we have a little bit more impressive ways to go.
Is this the first time you put the Seahawks in your top 5?
No, I had them in my top.
I've been hyping them up for a minute.
I had them at 5 last week.
They bumped up all the way to number 2.
Yeah, they did.
Even though they played a shitty defense and shitty team in general.
I think they bumped all the way to 2 because of their acquisition, and I think also just the way they've been balling out. I mean, no other team has been balling out like this.
No, I mean,
they
number
look
1
great.
receiver in the league.
Yeah, I mean, they look great.
Defense is good.
I honestly don't think that they will fall from the top 5 the rest of the year. I don't think they will. I think they will make the playoffs.
I have a Vikings friend, coworker.
Yeah.
And he is just keeps
pissed.
talking about how they let Sam Darnold walk away.
Like, how do you do that as a franchise? That's so stupid.
We can do a whole podcast about this, but it's like it has to do with the business other side of the football and the money side. But it's like he literally won you guys 14 games. He's went over to the Seahawks and is just doing the same things that he's doing with the Vikings. He's doing with the Seahawks. And it's like fuck, and like it's just looking at how bad JJ McCarthy looks right now, and it's like.
Yeah.
They got to be just fucking hating themselves right now.
Oh, they got to be.
The Vikings,
yeah.
They could be a playoff team if they had Sam Darnold right now. Just imagine.
They could.
With those weapons.
They could.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why in the right mind they thought that, like, what are they doing? I don't know what they were thinking. But, I mean, hey, Sam Darnold is doing his thing over there. He will be up in the playoffs. And I think, last year, Sam Darnold went to the playoffs. Yes, they lost in the first round. And you kind of saw a little bit of the flaws with Sam Darnold. But I think it's a fresh start, You learn from your mistakes,
Yeah.
And it's like being in the playoffs is a big deal. Like, it's a lot of pressure. Your fans are yelling. Your coaches are yelling. Your teammates are yelling. And as a quarterback, you're kind of the main guy who everything gets put on you, If your receiver doesn't catch it, why didn't you throw a better pass?
Yeah.
Step up in the pocket, run the ball. Like, you know what I mean? Everything falls on you. So I think he will learn from it. And I think that coach over there, is it Mike McDonald? That's his name? He's a great coach. I think he came from the Ravens, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was like a defensive coordinator or something.
Yeah.
Their defense is underrated, too, for the Seahawks. Everybody talks about JSN and Rashid Shaheed and Cooper Kupp and these guys, but their defense is looking really sharp.
They had two fumble recoveries for touchdowns in like the first half.
Yeah, like
by the same player.
Yeah, which is insane.
It was 35-0 in the second quarter. Just get that through your.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was like 35-0. Yeah, in the first quarter, like or in the first half, that was insane. Like, I mean, I get like it's not the best team ever, but
let me ask you something. Is Sam Darnold, with Joe Burrow out, a top 5 quarterback right now? That's kind of a hot take. Probably not, right? It's a question though.
No, I don't think he is. In like what statistic? Just overall?
Overall.
I don't know.
We gotta say it in the playoffs.
Let's finish this conversation and then maybe we could hop into that. But that's definitely something to think about.
We gotta see it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing out of their mind right now.
They
have a huge game against, I think, our number 1 team on the list next week.
Yeah. You know what he kind of reminds me of? Just kind of like Brock Purdy. Just kind of just give the ball to your guys and let them do the work. Be a system quarterback. You know, I know a lot of people say like that with a derogatory term, like it's something terrible. But I think that Sam Darnold is not really like a dual threat quarterback. Not anything like. He doesn't have a superpower or anything like Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or anything like that. So I think his superpower is just work the system, get the ball to these guys, and everything will work itself out. That's all you got to do.
Isn't it crazy how much a new quarterback can change a franchise?
Yeah.
Like Geno Smith goes to the Raiders. Look how they are looking.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold leaves the Vikings. Look how they're looking.
Yeah. I think it was a great move, though, for the Seahawks to get rid of Geno Smith and get Sam Darnold.
I was kind of shocked, honestly, because Geno Smith with the Seahawks was like right in the middle. Like he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't good enough to like get them to the playoffs, but he wasn't like he was winning them games, but he wasn't like what I mean. He was right in the middle.
Yeah,
he's
right
like
in the
average.
middle, yeah.
But yeah, Sam Darnold's having a crazy good year.
Yeah.
Just like he did last year.
Exactly.
So I think we have the same number 1. Let's say at the same time.
1,
2,
3. Rams.
So I feel like I've had them in my top 5 all year, and like you've been kind of like iffy on them. Like I need to see it, and like I think I did say this before the season even started. I was like, watch out for that Rams team.
Yeah, you
know this. I've been hyping them up for a while.
You've been hyping them up since last year.
Since that playoff game against the Eagles, where like
they should have won.
They should have won. They were like literally.
It was just in the middle of a fucking blizzard.
They were the closest team to beating them in that entire playoff run from the Eagles, and they were like 1 play away from winning.
Yeah.
And Matthew Stafford, man, he's like defying time right now. Like he's getting older but getting better. It's like they have 2. Maybe it's the best wide receiving core in the league. I mean, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase in that conversation.
Yeah. It's kind of like that type of duo, Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua together.
I haven't had a...
It's crazy, though, because my dad was watching a replay of that Puka Nacua catch, and he was like, damn, who's that running back? He's crazy. And we're like, he's not a running back. That's a wide receiver. Yeah. So it's like, it's crazy to see him just run with so much passion and anger.
You don't see that a lot in receivers because obviously like, he's going to get injured. Like he's already gotten injured in his career. Like it's just part of how he plays, but he's not going to change his playing style.
Yeah.
Like and that's what makes him so good is like when he gets the ball in his hands, he turns into a running back. He's like a mix, you know? But their offensive game plan, they're not like doing anything extravagant. They're not like trying to trick the defense. They're like saying, 1, let's get it to Puka, and 2, let's get it to Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Let's not like they're not doing anything crazy.
They're not
doing
beating around the bush. Yeah.
They're saying, Devontae, run here. I'm throwing it to you. Like it's literally easy ass things. Like it's things that. Why isn't AJ Brown in the why can't they do that with AJ Brown?
Yeah.
Why can't DK Metcalf with the Steelers do that?
Yeah.
But it's like they're just simplifying the offense, and it's like those 2 guys are just the chemistry with Matthew Stafford is there, and Yeah, I remember your dad saying that because I had mentioned something like that like a day before. I was like, he's like a running back when he gets the ball.
Yeah, he
Kind of how like
is.
Debo Samuel used to be with the Niners. They
Yeah.
would give him a screen pass and he would just like plow through guys. Like
Yeah.
corners, they didn't want to tackle him because they're so physical, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean,
I think the Rams play the Seahawks this week, right? So there's a number 1 versus a number 2, which that has a chance to be the
gonna
game
a
of the year,
hell
dude.
of a game.
Well, hopefully
I
it's not
hope it
10-7 like we've been getting lately. Let me just
Yeah,
check real quick.
Kind of been weird football this year, but
So we basically had the same
Same
list other
list.
than Broncos and Eagles. You had the
Yeah.
Eagles out.
and yeah, I had the Broncos.
Eagles play the Lions. If the Eagles beat the Lions, do they move up into your top 5
Yeah.
or no?
Let me tell you this: what if the Eagles beat the Lions and the Broncos beat the Chiefs? Then what? Then do the
Ooh.
Colts come down? Like that's a you know what I,
I would
mean?
I would
Like,
I would still have the Eagles in there.
Yeah.
So we get
yeah.
Seahawks and Rams in LA, and we get Eagles Lions and then Chiefs Broncos. Those are some great games right there.
Some great games right there. Definitely gonna be watching.
So the
Yeah.
teams that a couple teams that are in my opinion are like barely out is like Chargers, Lions, Chargers, Lions, Broncos.
Lions, I feel like they're weird. They
just came off a pretty big win.
they've won, but like their defense is like shaky to me. Like, how do you allow 20 points to the Commanders? I think it was like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I still think they'll make the playoffs. I'm just kind of like, you should be a little bit better than this. So I don't know, but
Buccaneers definitely out of my top 5. Bears
Yeah.
are really not in the conversation for me yet. I need to see a lot
Yeah.
more. They're like sneaking by teams and like late comeback wins. You know.
yeah,
Well, yeah, that should do it for our top 5. I had
Yeah.
Rams, Seahawks. That division, by the way, they still got the Niners in there too. Once they get healthy, well, I guess Fred Warner and Bosa are out for the year.
let's talk about this real quick. Top 5 quarterbacks right now. Right now, week what 10,
Right
11?
now.
Yeah.
Want me to go first?
Currently, I mean Joe Burrow is out.
Like,
so
want
he
me to go in
doesn't count.
order or just top 5?
Just top 5. Fuck it.
Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, Drake May. Drake May. Who am I missing? Matthew Stafford.
No Josh Allen. No Lamar.
Josh Allen's been bad this year
He
compared to
has.
his
That's
MVP
true.
year.
Lamar.
Well, I mean, do I put Daniel Jones in there?
I mean, like, yeah, Josh Allen has been bad.
I'll still
but
put Patrick in there. Fine,
I
I'll
mean,
still put Patrick in
we
there.
still know what he's capable of.
You know what?
though.
I'll do Patrick and Herbert,
Yeah.
and then with the other
It's
guys.
funny because Patrick and Herbert are just going at it at receiving, like passing
Yeah.
yards. Like, who's gonna be number 1 this week?
Let's
It's
talk
like-
about the Chargers real fast before we end the
Yeah,
podcast. They were I think they were the underdogs in that game against the Steelers.
We were the favorites.
In my opinion, you guys were the underdogs.
Yeah, like
And like the
FanDuel
world,
in the
you know,
betting
yeah.
world, we were the favorites. But
No, you guys. Oh yeah. that's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
but like, and if you watch football, you know that was like, I don't know.
It's
if they
coming
should
into
be
that game.
favorites.
It's like offensive line injuries
yes,
meets great D line. You're like, oh, this is a recipe for
a disaster.
Steelers win.
Yeah,
It's like
is
it
Herbert
seems
gonna
like every week.
even come out alive?
It's like every week Herbert, like he knows he's gonna get hit. He knows he's gonna get fucking destroyed and killed. He's like, in his head, he's like, I just gotta get the ball out. I just gotta
Yeah.
like he just gets up and like acts like just like dusts it off and just gets right back in there, you know. And like he's like just super tough.
Yeah,
And he showed that in the game. He got hit with some crazy hits. I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
like there's not a flag on that.
yeah,
But it's happening week in, week out. It's like, fuck, man. He's the most hated quarterback. Not hated, the most hit
yeah.
quarterback in the league. Like, is that gonna take a
He's
toll
top
eventually?
5 up there.
Like, once we get to the playoffs, like they gotta get that offensive line
It's
fixed.
crazy
I don't know,
because
like
if you look at that list of the most hit quarterbacks, Herbert is like the best quarterback out of that list. The list is like Dylan Gabriel, the Titans quarterback
C.J.
Cam
Stroud,
Ward,
probably.
CJ Stroud. Like it's like not a really good list of
no one's
quarterbacks.
talking about your guys' defense right now, but I think your defense is really holding the fort right now.
Here's the thing though, coming into that game, there was like a lot of criticism from my part because I was like, okay, Herbert in the receiving group, there's not really much criticism there because we know what they can do.
Yep.
My criticism is with the fucking O-line, right? We traded at the trade deadline. We got an O-lineman from the Saints. He actually didn't even play, so that's very impressive that he was able to not even play, and we're still doing good. Like we were still able to hold up somewhat, you know. So I was just like, we need to do something about that O-line. Protect Herbert. I don't even care if we lose. I just need that man to come out of this game alive, not fucking with 2 broken legs. And so that was my main thing. My second thing was the defense, because Jesse Minter's defense last year was like so fucking good. And then we come this year and it's been kind of shaky. It's like you see some moments and you're like, ooh, blown coverage. Ooh, they can't stop the run. Like, what's going on here? So I was very nervous. I was like, we need to make sure that Jalen Warren cannot do shit. And DK got to be guarded. And that's pretty much the 2 weapons that they have. They don't really have anyone else.
And this was super impressive, especially after the Steelers just beat up on the Colts. They scored over 30 points, I believe.
Yeah, that's another thing. The momentum coming into the game for the Steelers was really in their favor.
Aaron Rodgers has been pretty good this year.
Yes.
He's throwing touchdowns. The offense has been good.
Yeah.
And you guys just completely stopped that.
I was scared of J.J. Watt, what he could do, the damage that he could do. And for me, it was like, coming into this game, I was like, there's going to be sacks. There's probably going to be an interception. There's going to be some crazy plays. But they have to keep going. They cannot let that define them. And, you know, and there was no interception. Actually, Aaron Rodgers had 2 interceptions. So it was fantastic to see that our young rook come through with the interception. The old Steeler cornerback coming through with the interception. Now he's on our team. But we got a safety, Khalil Mack, early on in the game. It was nice to see all that. It was really. I was very happy to see that. And then you know, Justin Herbert kept having a few times where it was 3 and outs. So I was kind of like, oh, this is not looking good. You know, like eventually the Steelers are gonna Aaron Rodgers kind of gonna get a good pass, and then that's gonna be it. You know, that's gonna lose all our momentum, and they're gonna just win the game. Yeah. But you know, he kept trying, and finally one of those plays hit, caught up the middle, Lad McConkey for a touchdown finally, and that just kind of pushed us over the edge and just kind of gave us that confidence to win. So it was nice to see. It was a good win. It was kind of like a playoff win. Felt like a playoff game.
Yeah. We're nearing the end of the regular season, so I mean the division's wide open still.
Yeah, I mean,
I think going into the year, I think we talked about it. I was like, this could be the year where you guys win it or the Broncos win it for the first time in 12 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
This is the year where it's the most wide open, and I think you guys got better in the offseason, and the Broncos got better.
Yeah.
I thought the Raiders did get better, but they're just going to be shit the rest of my life, hopefully.
I think it will be interesting to see, because we still have quite a few games where we could definitely prove ourselves to the league. Not just divisional games, but just some teams that we're going to be playing for the rest of the year. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. We play the Eagles, we play you guys, we play the Broncos. Those three teams alone is already interesting. We play the Jaguars next. That's still an interesting game, you know.
Rematch, wild card playoffs.
And also the Jaguars got better too, you know, over these past seasons that we haven't played them, and it just always seems to be a good game with them. So
I think he has to take care of business against the Jags.
I hope so. I hope to God they don't party too hard over this win with the Steelers.
Well, we shall see what happens. We'll be back next week with another edition.
Wait. You forgot a team, though.
What?
What about this Chiefs-Broncos game?
Chiefs-Broncos? I mean, I didn't talk about it?
No.
I mean, we're 5-4. We lose this game, we'll be 5-5. Probably 3 games back in the division. I think coming out of a bye, I mentioned before, where Andy Reid gets our team ready to fucking roll after a bye week. This is a big test. I really respect the defense of the Broncos, not so much their offense. I think their offense is kind of up and down. But I think we're going to come out basically this is our season on the line. Yeah. If we come out our season's on the line, I think we win by double digits. Mhm. But if we try to slow play it and kind of feel it out, then I think we can be in real trouble. Because the Broncos defense, they're designed to beat us. What I mean by that is
to beat you guys.
What would you say the Broncos defense is better at? Stopping the run or stopping the pass?
The pass.
What can we not do? We can't run. We have to pass, and that's what they're best at.
But you guys have.
I understand that. I understand
that.
that. PS2 is out. That helps us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying, when it comes down to like playoff time and stuff, like they're designed to stop the pass.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a life our season on the line, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that's how we should play the game.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Denver too, which doesn't make it easier.
You guys are gonna have to get some kind of rushing yards on the board, whether it's Patrick having to run the ball. He does that. He does a really good job of doing that and creating plays out of that. So I think if Patrick just taps into that, just kind of running and improvising and trying to get a pass, even a fucking little flick up the field, like those little things help, and they kind of give that momentum to you guys. So I think he's got a real shot there.
That's another thing that really kind of worries me is our running game. Like, I don't see. I mean, Pacheco's been hurt. I don't think Kareem Hunt's the answer, and Justin Simmons is still. No one knows where he's at. Damn. It's still like, I don't know if he's back. I don't know if he's still out with the personal manner, but. You have to be able to run the ball to win playoff games and win the championship. You can't rely on your pass. It's never happened in the history of the NFL.
Right.
We have to be more efficient running the ball, and like, if we can do that against a defense like the Broncos, then that's a real step forward.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else?
No, I mean that was all. I mean that's it that we got for you guys. That's our top 5. I mean, Chargers, Chiefs. Chargers play the Jags, and you guys play the Broncos. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll be back next week to see the results. So wish us luck.
We'll be back, guys. Appreciate the love. Hit that like, hit that sub button. See y'all, baby. Peace.